Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives. The most heartbreaking thing that Kody did throughout their tragic separation is revealed by Janelle Brown. According to Janelle Brown of Sister Wives, Kody Brown did something that he knew would cause her the greatest pain when they were apart. When Janelle became Kody's second wife via a spiritual union, he was already married to Mary Brown. Together, the couple had 6 kids, but after Robyn Brown joined the family, things became more strained. Kody started ignoring his former wives and kids in favor of Robyn and her kids. Janelle eventually chose to break up with Kody because she was fed up with his domineering and careless actions. She was shown beginning afresh in North Carolina in Sister Wives Season 19. Janelle stated in a TLC video that he has attacked all of his wives that are leaving in the area that hurt them the most or that they pride or that they value. Since she is fiscally responsible, she clarified, he sort of undermines that, perhaps deliberately to irritate her. Christine backed up the allegation by saying that Kody had done it to Janelle in order to make her feel smart. What Janelle means when she calls out Kody for stirring the pot. Janelle seemed to be upset with Kody because of the way he treated her and his prior spouses. She has good reason to draw attention to his previous conduct and domineering acts. Kody's refusal to own up to his mistakes is the primary reason he discredited Janelle and his prior marriages. By undervaluing his wives and making them feel inadequate and inferior, he attempted to establish himself as the patriarch and never acknowledged his own shortcomings. He probably acted in this way because he wanted to keep control and authority in the family. Kody's inability to accept responsibility for his acts is the source of Janelle's annoyance. Janelle's disclosure implies that Kody controlled the story by manipulating the situation emotionally. He specifically went after the things that his ex-wives valued most, like Janelle's ability to handle money. Kody wanted to keep everything under control and keep his wives from becoming overly self-reliant. He gave Christine, Mary, and Janelle the impression that they required him in order to be happy. In order to justify his 3 unromantic polygamous marriages, Kody presented himself as the victim. Christine's backing of Janelle serves as more evidence that Kody was deceiving them all. Our reaction to Janelle criticizing Kody's manipulation techniques. Janelle is perfectly entitled to tell her tale to her followers. She should, however, put the past behind her and concentrate on the here and now. Janelle disclosed a few months ago that she wanted to cleanse herself of bad individuals and old problems. It appears like she is discussing her past issues with Kody in order to let them out. Janelle will be able to move on to greater and better things by openly discussing her past issues. It is hoped that the Sister Wives cast member will be able to get beyond Kody's hurt. The foundations of a spiritual union, Janelle's entry into polygamy. Janelle Brown was Kody's second wife, joining the Brown family in 1993 after a spiritual wedding. Though she had previously been married to Mary Brown's brother, her bond with Kody was built less on romance and more on shared values, emotional companionship, and practical living. She often described their relationship as functional, and as time went on, she became known as the family's financial rock, holding down jobs, managing budgets, and helping keep the large polygamous household afloat. Janelle and Kody had 6 children together: Logan, Madison, Hunter, Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah. Much of their family life was captured on Sister Wives, where viewers often saw Janelle taking a no-nonsense approach to parenting, conflict, and household responsibilities. Her strength wasn't flashy, it was quiet, grounded, and consistent. But even the strongest foundations can crack under pressure, and as Kody shifted his attentions elsewhere, most notably to Robyn Brown, those cracks widened into unfixable fractures. The Robyn factor: how Janelle and Kody began to drift. While Robyn Brown became Kody's 4th wife in 2010, the emotional shift in the family dynamics was profound. Over time, Kody seemed to prioritize Robyn and her children, both emotionally and physically. He spent more time with Robyn, her kids were more involved in his life, and the other wives, especially Christine and Janelle, began to feel left out. Janelle, who had always been somewhat independent, didn't initially show the same emotional turmoil as Christine or Mary. But as Kody's focus on Robyn grew stronger, Janelle's tolerance began to wear thin. She began to feel the weight of Kody's neglect, not just in romantic terms, but in respect, partnership, and parental unity. Over time, the family dynamic fractured. Christine left Kody in 2021. By late 2022, Janelle confirmed that she and Kody had been separated for months, and in season 18 and 19 of Sister Wives, the emotional fallout was finally revealed on camera. Kody's most heartbreaking betrayal, targeting Janelle's strengths. In one of the most gut-wrenching moments from the TLC series, Janelle revealed what she considered the most heartbreaking thing Kody did during their separation, and it wasn't just leaving her emotionally. He has attacked all of his wives that are leaving in the area that hurt them the most or that they pride or that they value, Janelle said candidly in a TLC clip. I'm fiscally responsible, so he sort of undermines that. This is more than just a passive-aggressive jab, it's a calculated, emotional betrayal. Financial stability has always been part of Janelle's identity. As the family breadwinner for many years, she took pride in budgeting, property planning, including the Coyote Pass land, and keeping her family secure. For Kody to target that very trait was not just a personal insult, it was an attack on her sense of self. Christine Brown, who had previously left Kody, confirmed this pattern of behavior. He did it so she didn't feel smart, Christine said, standing up for Janelle. In other words, Kody sought to diminish Janelle's self-confidence during their separation by undercutting her achievements, a textbook manipulation tactic designed to keep control over someone's narrative and self-worth. Janelle's reaction, strength and vulnerability. What's remarkable about Janelle's response is that she did not lash out in rage. Instead, she allowed herself to speak the truth vulnerably and openly. Her message wasn't vengeful, it was honest. She admitted that Kody's behavior cut her deeply, not because she needed his validation, but because he knew exactly where to aim, and he chose to do it anyway. Janelle's reaction is a masterclass in emotional maturity. She didn't deny the pain. She didn't pretend to be unaffected. But she also didn't let it define her. Her choice to relocate to North Carolina, to detox emotionally and physically, and to focus on rebuilding her life, shows a woman who is owning her narrative instead of letting Kody write it. Kody's pattern of undermining, a deeper look. Janelle's revelations point to a troubling pattern. Over the years, Kody has frequently refused to accept responsibility for his actions, instead blaming his wives for not being obedient, not being loyal, or not following the rules of plural marriage. Christine's departure was initially framed by Kody as a betrayal, despite years of emotional neglect. Mary's relationship with him deteriorated to the point of no return, and instead of acknowledging his own role, Kody suggested she had been disloyal due to her catfishing scandal. Now, with Janelle, the pattern repeated. When she chose to separate, Kody couldn't accept it gracefully or reflectively. Instead, he tore down the qualities that made Janelle a strong, independent woman, just as he had with Christine and Mary in their own ways. This points to a broader issue, Kody's need for control. When his wives begin to assert their independence or question his leadership, he responds by devaluing them, emotionally, intellectually, or financially. Janelle's journey of rebuilding and self-discovery. Since her separation, Janelle has shown remarkable growth. She's spoken about detoxing not just physically, but emotionally. Her wellness journey in 2025 has inspired thousands. Whether it's her makeup-free selfies, her fitness journey, or her move to North Carolina, it's clear that Janelle is reclaiming her autonomy. Publicly addressing Kody's manipulation seems to be part of that journey. By naming what happened, she removes the shame and secrecy often associated with emotional abuse or psychological control. She gives voice not only to her pain, but also to her resilience. And in doing so, she gives other women, particularly those in controlling relationships, permission to name their own pain, walk away from it, and start again. The power of Christine and Janelle's sisterhood. One of the most powerful outcomes of this chapter has been the deepening friendship between Christine and Janelle. As both women left Kody, they found strength in each other. Christine's defense of Janelle in that heartbreaking TLC moment was telling. She didn't hesitate to call out Kody's manipulation. Their united front shows how powerful female solidarity can be in the aftermath of emotional betrayal. Rather than tearing each other down, as polygamous dynamics sometimes encouraged, Christine and Janelle have uplifted one another, and in doing so, redefined what sisterhood and sister wives can look like. Our take: why Janelle's story deserves to be heard. Janelle sharing the most heartbreaking thing Kody did to her during their separation is not about dwelling on the past, it's about making peace with it. She is not trying to villainize Kody, but rather, name the damage that was done so that she can move forward in truth. For years, she put her family first. She tolerated emotional distance, unequal treatment, and lack of appreciation, all for the sake of unity. But unity without mutual respect isn't love. And Janelle finally chose herself. By speaking her truth, Janelle reminds fans, and perhaps herself, that no matter how long you've been with someone, you never owe them your silence if they've hurt you. Conclusion: a heartbreaking betrayal, a powerful rebirth. Janelle Brown's story is not just about heartbreak, it's about healing. When Kody attacked the very thing she held most sacred, her fiscal responsibility, her intelligence, her independence, he tried to break her. But she did not stay broken. Instead, she reclaimed her story. She leaned on her children, her friends, and her truth. She moved to North Carolina. She began to detox from everything that once drained her. And most importantly, she began to believe in herself again. In the end, the most heartbreaking thing Kody did might be the very thing that pushed Janelle to build a better life, one where she no longer needs anyone else to validate her worth. And that's not just healing, that's transformation. Sister Wives, Suki discusses Kody's relationship with his children and why the Brown family didn't interview together. Kody Brown does not have the finest track record on the show. Apart from Robyn and their children, he does not get along well with anyone else in the family. Surprisingly, he is also feuding with his children from his ex-wives. However, he has recently attempted to shift the dynamic. He mentioned a few days ago that he is spending time with his other children. He wants to develop a relationship with them. Suki Krishnan, who presented the tell-all, recently appeared on Sarah Fraser's program, where she revealed additional information regarding the Brown family. She discussed Kody's relationship state with his children, as well as why the Brown family did not participate in any group interviews on the show. She also shared more information about the family and her experience interviewing them for the tell-all. Sister Wives, Suki Krishnan handles Kody's tantrum with class. Kody Brown has long had a reputation for dominating conversations and acting as the family's authoritative figure. He attempted to do the same with Suki, but she turned him down like a boss. During the interview, Kody became agitated and warned her he could shut her up if he wanted to. Rather than backing down, Suki calmly clapped back and advised him to stop acting like a kid and attempt to have a mature discourse. Kody was visibly startled and nervously laughed it off. Fans adored the situation. Viewers praised Suki on social media for standing her ground. Sister Wives, Suki Krishnan reveals Kody's relationship with his family. Sukanya Krishnan, host of Sister Wives, recently attended Sarah Fraser's podcast show. She went into depth about her encounter with the Brown family. During the first episode of the tell-all, Kody and his original 3 wives, Janelle, Christine, and Mary, had a one-on-one session with Suki. Kody also recalls the entire family doing interviews together, which he describes as a fantastic moment. In the second episode, Robyn joined them, but she also had one-on-one time with Sukanya. Neither the podcast nor any of the episodes featured group interviews. Suki explained why she did not do any group interviews with the Brown family. Suki believes that it is obvious that the family is no longer united, and that bringing them in for a group interview will exacerbate the situation. She said that she suggested a group interview to Robyn, Kody, Janelle, and Mary. However, they all prefer one-on-one interviews. However, only Christine was available for a group interview, as she has entirely moved on from the Brown family. Except for Christine, no one else appeared to be prepared for a group interview at this time. Suki also addressed Kody's equation with his elder children. Suki added that Kody is currently focusing on his relationship with his elder children. He is working hard to find a spot where he can watch his sons grow into men and his daughters mature into women. He hoped that he might heal their scars and build a new kind of friendship. Suki further explained that while some of the youngsters had locked their doors, others had embraced Kody with open arms.